Trouble in Paradise. Another studio is bringing out the scissors for some cuts. This has been a pretty common thing in the video game industry, unfortunately, over the past year. You've seen Xbox, Square, Sony, Ubisoft, Activision. Everybody's getting hit with big layoffs. And now another one. Avalanche Studios closes New York and Montreal branches, lays off staff. About 9% of their total staff were laid off. I wasn't sure who they were, so I went to their website, and these are the games they have listed on there. One of them I can vouch for is actually being pretty damn good. Never really played Rage or Just Cause, but I did play this Mad Max game. This game's actually really good. Really good, actually. I was kind of shocked when I played it. You can probably get it cheap. It should be backwards compatible. It's also on Steam. This game's actually really good. If you're a fan of Furiosa and Mad Max, you'll probably like this game. It's shockingly good. And I would imagine it should be relatively cheap to pick up right now. So that's sad to see. I don't see anything crazy on here. I don't know if they've ever went overly woke, but layoffs are coming from everybody. Here is the full word from Avalanche Studios, a statement from Avalanche Studios Group. Since its inception over 2 decades ago, Avalanche Studios Group has grown to encompass 5 locations worldwide. Today, we regretfully announce the closure of 2 of those locations, which is, of course, New York and Montreal. This means we'll be parting ways with around 50 valued friends and colleagues, which represents roughly 9% of our Avalanchers worldwide. This is going to be a tough year for video games. Jeff Keighley, the guy who runs basically the Summer Game Awards, Summer Game Fest, whatever it is. If you have ever seen any of these award shows, notably this one, it's usually world premiere, all that stuff. Well, not this year. They're saying there's not going to be really any new announcements, and most of the big news is going to be like DLC for shit. So that's going to bring the ratings down for this big time. There's not a lot coming out this year. I was looking at, what are the big games this year that are coming out? 2 of them are Ubisoft games that I don't think are going to take off. One of them's DLC, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. That comes out this month. I'm kind of excited for this one, to be honest. But the rest, like Luigi's Mansion 2, that's a remake. Star Wars Outlaws, it's Mam Solo. I don't think that's going to do very good. Stalker 2, I don't even think I played the first one. But this could be cool, I guess. It's a survival horror FPS. Those are always kind of fun. Silent Hill 2, I have no excitement for this game anymore after that trailer. Everything that I had for this game went out the window. I was pretty enthusiastic for this game. I really wanted to play it. I was hyped for it, actually, and what a disappointment. So I'm not so sure that game's going to do well. The internet is just massively ripping on it. I don't know anything about this game. It says it's for Persona fans, and no disrespect to Persona or the fans, but it's not a very mainstream game. It's a big game, big series, sells well, but I wouldn't exactly say it's super mainstream. So how well is that going to sell? And then this shit show, Assassin's Creed Shadows, very low expectations for this. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The first one wasn't a big, huge mainstream game either. This game could be okay. Avowed, we'll see. This is made by the Obsidian guys, though Outer Worlds really wasn't that great. So I don't know. Fallout New Vegas, definitely going to be a classic throughout time, but Outer Worlds. I don't know. Until Dawn remake. I mean, it's just remakes and shit. So, yeah, this is going to be a quiet year. Quiet year, I think. There's still some unannounced stuff or some stuff that doesn't have a date, but yeah, I'm just not really jumping at any of these big AAA games this year. I think you're going to see more layoffs because some of these games aren't going to sell. Ubisoft might be in real deep shit because they've got these two big AAA franchises coming out, and nobody seems very excited for them. So, could be a bad year for them, but more layoffs. Video Game Awards going to get a lot of slack, and I expect more layoffs when looking at the release chart for the year. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments. Do you think there's going to be a video game crash? I think that's an interesting question. It, to me, kind of looks like that's where we're heading. But who knows? Who knows? What are your thoughts? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.